Hi everyone, this is Dave. Welcome to my review of the Motorola Moto G6. Now this, together with the slightly cheaper Moto G6 Play and the slightly larger screen Moto G6 Plus, all add up to a trio of smartphones from Motorola this year. The most bargainous trio of smartphones available, and in this review, instead of running through all the specifications which are available readily online, I'm just going to let you know whether this is worth your money. Does it perform well? What's the screen like? What's the camera like? Or cameras, because it's got dual cameras on the back, and whether it is great value for money. Now, first of all, let's talk about build quality. Well, it's not quite as premium as a more expensive smartphone. There are cheaper grade materials used here, but you can forgive it because this is such a really great bargain smartphone. They're not charging you flagship money for it, and it still has really good fit and finish. Indeed, if we just take off the free included in the box cover, yep, I know it's only a very cheap silicone cover, but at least you've got a cover to protect your smartphone in the box. Once we take that off, you can see the back of this glistening, and it really is a beautiful, beautiful design. And albeit it is plastic, it is a very, very nice fit and finish. Everything fits as you would expect. And when we unlock the screen, and take a look at this screen, yes, we have got bezels top and bottom, no notch in sight, and rather minimal bezels down the outside. And this is a really nice size as well. It's 5.7 inches. It's a full HD 18:9 aspect ratio display, and the colours on it and the brightness are really impressive. This is easily viewable in direct sunlight. Now, as the price suggests, the specifications are going to be a little bit lacking compared to if you spend more money. We've got a Snapdragon 450 processor in here, but it's still got good performance. And in day-to-day tasks, things like doing social networking, Instagram, email, you know, that sort of thing that we use our smartphones for 90% of the time anyway, you're not going to have any complaints at all. It just performs as you would expect. The only time it would possibly let you down is when you've got absolutely stacks of apps running in the background, and you might find that you just have to quit some to bring it back up to speed. Otherwise, you might see the odd stutter or frame drop when you're transitioning between screens. Now, if you're going to use this for something like watching back YouTube videos, which again, a lot of us do on our smartphones, you'll find that the speaker quality is excellent. It far exceeds my expectations from a smartphone at this price point. Now let's talk about the actual camera quality. Now on the back we have got dual cameras. You'll see the dual cameras here. One of them is 8 megapixel, the other is 12 megapixels, and it performs well again. It produces nice vibrant images. So let's take a look at these pictures on your screen now. Now these were all taken with the rear facing camera, and you'll see this picture here of Milo, my dog, and it's got some good detail. You can pick out the individual hairs. The shutter speed could have done with being a little bit faster, but we can forgive it for that. It's not great at capturing fast-paced motion. This picture of the flowers, nice detail there and very, very accurate colours. When it comes to solid colours of bright oranges though, and bright reds, it does tend to oversaturate them a little bit rather than giving you a natural looking photo. But overall, it's got a very, very good tonal quality to the photos, especially when you've got a mixed scene, sort of a more wide angle scene. I think it does a very, very good job indeed. Now this particular camera is also capable of capturing full HD video up to 60 frames per second, and it does an admirable job there too. One thing I would mention is when taking photos, it does seem a little bit slow obtaining focus, and there is a little delay between you sort of touching the shutter icon and it actually taking the photo. So you might miss some of those candid shots or some of those action shots and be a little bit disappointed. Now let's talk a little bit about battery life. Fantastic, a very, very good battery in here. It'll easily get you through a whole day between charges. If you're a medium user, then it'll probably get you a day and a half between charges, but you don't have to worry too much. It charges via USB-C on the bottom, and it supports fast charging. So if you do find yourself getting a little bit low on battery life, you can boost it up in 15 minutes to an acceptable percentage. How does it feel in the hand? Well, it's quite a tall phone and it's a little bit slippery, but for the size of the screen, I think they've done a good job. I think I could definitely get on with this. And it's a very slimline phone as well, far thinner than you would expect from a phone at this price point. Now that does mean you've got a little bit of a camera bump on the back. So if you haven't got a case on there and you lay this down on the table, it is going to be a little tiny bit wobbly. So I don't sort of like that little camera bump. But again, I suppose for such a thin phone, there was no other way of doing it. I think a missed opportunity here is on one of the other Moto G6 phones, we've got the fingerprint sensor on the back. On here you haven't. Just where the little Motorola logo there is on the back is the ideal place to put the fingerprint sensor, and instead they put it down here on the chin. A little bit of a missed opportunity there from Motorola. But other than that, you are getting a lot of smartphone for your money. I like this sort of blue colour, and I really like how much technology you're getting here, and the specifications and the performance that you're getting for such a cheap price point. So for the price, I just don't think you'll be disappointed. It is really a very, very good value smartphone. And indeed, I want to end this video by saying a big thank you to Vodafone for making this video possible. I'll leave a link to their website down in the video description. Let me know if you've got any questions, hit like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in another video very soon.